let me just edit it. So you all know about this one. Okay, so similarly you have whatever instructions you want to give for this project, you can put that instructions, okay, over here, that when we do the chatting you have to follow these instructions. This will be the tone. Like, I have created this research analyst, okay, and I told that you are the research analyst at the top tier business consulting firm. Like, you notice we have learned about the prompt engineering, so I told you that you have to give them some sort of a job, okay, or role. So similarly the role we have given, okay, and your role is involving providing comprehensive summary of the company's latest financial information and all purpose. Then we have set the behavior and rules the AI has to follow. So same, I have just put that over here. Just save it like this. You can just name the project. Let's say I can name the project, let's say research analyst. So I can put that like this. Click on this button to save it. Now this is the individual project I have for research analyst, and I can just talk anything with it, okay. And this is how it works. So it's like the gems you have in the Gemini, and the custom GPT option you have in the Chat GPT. So it's like Grok has put that under the project, and you can create as many as project you want, and you just need to provide the information, and if you have more information attached which the AI has to follow before giving the response, so that option you also have over here. So whenever you do any type of a chatting, it will always going to follow the instructions, and it will always be within the instructions and give you the response. So this is the project you have, and of course the history, and this is all about the Grok AI, okay. We have here, and of course you can just search for anything you want. For example, if you search for Elon, so it will just going to give you all the related search result, okay, about the keyword. So this is all we have for the Grok. And you also have some sort of a settings, like in the settings, if you go, you have the account, so you can just connect your X account, okay, with the Grok, okay. And to get the super Grok you need to upgrade. And when we talk about the appearance, so if you make it light, dark, let's keep it to the system, so according to the time it will automatically going to adjust. Display your message in the markdown, you can do that. Wrap long lines for the code blocks by default, okay. So if you want to see the conversation of the history, so you can do that. Make sure it's enabled. Behavior, you can just disable auto scroll. Show follow-up suggestion, disable. So these are some basic customizations which you can do, and this is the customize option. Then we have the data control. If you want to improve the model, so let's say more you talk with these AI models, they can see and improve their AI models. But in case if you do not want them to allow your data to be used for that training purpose, so you can just switch that off, okay. So these are the things, like you can see the files and assets you have, your links, your deleted conversations, you can manage it from here. If you want to export all your data from the group, you can do that. Delete all the conversation, if you want to delete all the conversation, you can do that. You can delete your account from here. And also you can see the connected apps you can connect, like Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, and so on. So this is all about the Grok AI, okay, we have discussed, okay. Now let's talk about the Cloudy, okay. So you can just search for Cloudy, okay. So you all know that we already have created the Cloudy account, okay, which is something very easy. So the company is Anthropic, okay, they have their AI model known as Cloudy, and they just connected their uh, Cloudy application with their own AI, okay. Now you can see here the Cloudy Sonnet, Cloudy Opus. So Opus is available in the Pro version, which is more powerful, and Cloudy is they have provided for the everyday use. Okay, so in simple, just understand, like GPT has given GPT-1, GPT-2, GPT-3, GPT 3.5, GPT 4.0. So similarly, Cloudy has given their AI models, okay, name like Cloudy Sonnet 4, okay, which they have provided for free, and Cloudy Opus 4 model, which they have provided for the pro users. So anytime you can click on the upgrade button and see the pricing of the Cloudy. So it's something I believe affordable as compared to others, like ChatGPT charges $20, Gemini charges $20 approx, Grok charges $30. So Cloudy is something I believe is most affordable for now. So this is the Cloudy. If you just go back here, now let's talk about the usage of Cloudy. So like in every AI tool, you can just upload a screenshot, you can add any file from GitHub, you can just upload a file. Now let's say if you upload, let's say here the file, maybe it could be, let's say this file, and you can ask what fruit it is. By the way, when we talk about Cloudy, so guys, it's very popular because of coding. So in future other AI models can beat Cloudy, but currently when I'm recording, so it has been said by many users that Cloudy works best for coding. Okay, so you can see this is a watermelon. Okay, so this is how it works. Now you can just copy the prompt, positive, negative, you can retry. Okay, and let's create a new chat and let's ask, hey, uh, tell me about uh, 30 tips to do in, let's say, SEO, question mark, click on enter. Now Cloudy will going to give you the 30 tips, okay, for the SEO, and every time you can just click on the sidebar and you can see automatically a new chat will be created in the left side. So this is something very amazing. Like you can see 30 essential tips. You can anytime come here, you can star mark it, so it will be pinned at the top. You can rename it. Okay, so I can just write here 30 SEO 30 SEO tips. Save it like this. You can anytime delete it. For example, if I delete this one, this will be deleted. So that's how Cloudy works. Very simple. And this is how it has given the information. You can edit this prompt. You can just scroll down. You can retry it. Let's say you don't love this response, so you can just go ahead and go with the another response as well. Okay, very cool, and very awesome, right? And this is all I wanted to tell about the Cloudy. Okay, now you can anytime share this Cloudy, okay, to anyone. Okay, you can just share it, only message up until now it will be shared. So when you share it, it will become public, and anytime any user can, you can just share the link and the users will be able to see the response over here. So that's something possible with all AI chatbots, the option of a share. And let's talk about when you sidebar open it, you can see all your chats here. Okay, if you want to search for something, so you can search, for example, let's say if I talk about watermelon, so it will show you the result that there is some chat that is related to watermelon. There's also something known as artifacts. Okay, if you tap on it, okay, so it's a power your artifacts with the Cloudy API. which is something related to API. But here you can see there are plenty of, I can say, the artifacts. Now for example, if you open this email writing assistant, so this will be like your email writing assistant. Okay, so here you can just add, let's say, about what you want for the email. Okay, so suppose let's say I want, okay, and also you can just go ahead and even customize it. Okay, customize this artifact, and boom, this is how you can totally customize it. Now let's cross it. Okay, let me just go to artifact here, and let's just go with, let's say, writing editor maybe. Okay, um, so so these are some AI sort of a tools, okay, which could be really awesome for you guys. Okay, so let's say here we have plenty of things. Okay, let's say bedtime story generator. If you want to generate, let's say, some story, let's say your age, let's say 3, continue, it will ask you the questions. Let's say, tell us about your child. Okay, so he's a, let's say, boy. What does your child love? So let's say he loves, let's say, superheroes. What kind of a story would you like? Let's say I want the story, let's say, funny and silly, like this. Continue. And what lesson should we include? Okay, what important message should they learn? Okay, um, let's say I want important moral at the end, I want it to learn. And then you can see, um, when you click on create story, it will just going to create the magical story for you. So these artifacts are somehow like a tool, AI tools, which you guys can I can say use inside the Cloudy itself. Okay, and you can see that this is how it works. Very simple, easy. Okay, and that's how it works. If you don't like it, you can refresh it, and if you want to open this in a new tab, you can even do that like this. Okay, so this is how it works. If you go back, and here you can just explore as many as artifacts you want. Okay, for example, let's say draw a perfect circle. Okay, you can use this. So let's say this tool will help you to draw a perfect circle like this, and it will going to give you the star. Okay, so these are some really interesting things. Okay, um, so that's how it works. Okay, so this is how easy it is. Okay, by the way, you can always go here and click on new artifacts. By now you don't have, I guess, anything. Okay, but you can use whatever you want to use, and if you want, you can even create your new artifacts. Okay, so let's get cooking. Pick an artifact category or start building your idea from the scratch. Okay, so let's say you want to create some games. Okay, so let's say if I go here to the games now, Cloudy will ask that, okay, what type of things you want to play here. So let's say I say that, what kind of a game do you have in mind? So let's say I have Tick and Tat. I guess that is the name. uh, Tick and Circle uh, game, I guess that is what the game name is. Wait, let me see. uh, yes, this is the game. So I guess it Tick Cross game. Okay, so it's a, let's say, Tick Cross game. Tick Cross game. Second point it is asking is why it's about. Let's say it's about, okay, let's say Tick Cross game. Okay, how do players play? So you can even mention that. Okay, um, okay, like let's say, for example, if you are thinking of puzzle game, and okay, um, so you can even mention that. So let's say it's a sort of a strategic game you have. Okay, you can always go ahead, click on enter button, and let's see how chat gp sorry, the Cloudy basically gives you the answer. Okay, perfect. Okay, and does this plan aligns with your visions? Okay, so it is telling you that what will going to happen in this tic-tac-toe game plan. Okay, so it's a strategic grid game plan, players, human versus AI opponents. Okay, key features. Okay, so I am perfect with this. Okay, so so I can say everything is perfect. Click on enter, and you will going to notice that Cloudy will start to create the game for you. Okay, so these are the basic things. Okay, yeah, AI oriented things. Okay, which you guys can play with the Cloudy. So something very powerful, and as you can see that Cloudy, as we have even mentioned, that Cloudy is something very powerful AI model. Okay, which is specially great for the coding purposes. Okay, so it's something very great game. Okay, so you can see it will straightforward create the complete game. And let's say you are playing SIX. Okay, so here let's say I go here, and let's say if I take mark here, so robot will mark here, I will take here, robot will take here, let's say I go with, let's say, here. Okay, and let's say if I go with maybe here, and let's say over here, so it's draw. But just see the game, how amazing Cloudy has created this game, right? So this is just a perfect I believe game. Okay, so as Cloudy is very expert in this coding and all, so this is how it looks. And even if you see the complete code, so this is how it works. Okay, so again you can click on new game, you can play. For example, you can tick mark here, let's say I go here. So you can see computer is also very smart, right? So okay, so you can see again it's drop, but this is how it is. If you love it, you can just publish it. Okay, you can just publish and copy the link of your game. Okay, like this. Okay, so anyone can come and let's say they can enjoy your game. Okay, like this. Something very cool we have over here, right? So you can see AI wins, right? So that's how cool and amazing it is. And if you go to your artifacts again, and go to my artifacts, and this is where you guys can see all the artifacts, okay, you have created and all. But this is how amazing it is. So anyone can come to your artifact, and they can just play with it. And if you want to rename it, let's say take tech toy game, like this. And if you open the sidebar, so you can see tic tac toe game. So this is the thing, you can play with the artifacts. Okay, so we have learned plenty of things. Again, now let's go to the new chat. And when we talk about search and AI tools, so you can just use the style. Let's say I want the things to be concise. Okay, you can filter that out, and let's say if you want web search or not, you can just do that. So this is how basic Cloudy is. But the main power lies with the Cloudy is about its code. And the Cloudy has always given the preference to the code, and mark my words, it's very strong in writing code. It can even write the complete applications or apps or websites. So if you have or if you're considering something, let's say type of a coding type of a field, or where you want to develop some apps or applications without using too much tech knowledge, so Cloudy AI model is something you should go with. Okay, and you can see the power of it. So this is all we have about Cloudy. And you can see here the language, it's selected to US. If you want to upgrade plan, and let's say you have some settings here as well, which you guys can have here, like your profile. Okay, you can just write more about yourself. Okay, so like what you do, okay, what you love. So Cloudy can take that as a preference and it can give you the response that way, okay. So this is the something we have over here, okay. So you can also enable this create AI powered uh, artifacts and analyze tool, okay. So these are the two tools as well. So if you now go ahead, okay, and let's say if you just go back or just go to Cloudy again, now you will basically going to see we have uh, all such things available as well, okay. So this is how something it's cool. So it's created a AI artifacts, okay. So you can again just create new artifacts, and now everything, let's say if you want it to be in the form of AI and all, so you can even do that. So for example, let's say this time I go with the apps and websites, okay. Great choice. To help you create the perfect app or website, I need to know what kind of a app or website are you thinking of building, what's the main purpose and the problem it should solve, what would be the target users, okay. So for example, let's say I want to create a plugin, okay, let's say that uses uh, PHP snippet, okay, uh, to uh, you know PHP snippet, okay, and it should be integrated, okay, to WordPress. Also, the users can only use the, let's say, uh, uh, let's say tool, okay, when they are login. So this is how, my dear friends, you can provide it, okay, login, okay. um, okay, and it should be integrated with, let's say, WooCommerce, something like this, okay, and so on, okay. So that is something, we have over here, okay. Then Cloudy will uh, see what will be the integrations and all, and according to that it will say that I will create a complete plugin code, okay, you can see. And that's something, very powerful about Cloudy. But that's how it works, okay, and that's how you can create the artifacts. And there's nothing too much to tell about the Cloudy, but I believe that it couldn't generate the image of dog playing with, let's say, snake. So I believe the Cloudy couldn't do such things last time as I see, because you can see I can't generate images, but I can create the HTML canvas, okay. So, okay, so don't ever think that all uh, you know uh, applications or all AI models can do all the same tasks like generate images and all. So it's not like that. Like Cloudy and DeepSeek will not be able to generate the image, but they are perfect in writing the code and all, okay. So Cloudy is the best in writing code and all, okay. So it always prefers to give you the things in code, and that is what it loves, okay. Like dog playing with snakes, you can right click and you can save the images and you can use it. So this is something I really love about Cloudy, okay. So it's something very sort of a powerful when it really comes, okay, handy, especially for the developers. So if you are you are in the field of developer, so Cloudy is something you should prefer as compared to other AI models. And of course Grok is something very powerful, but it comes with a cost, okay. You will be charged uh, huge things. Okay, so this is something we have the problem, but cloud is the perfect for the developers. So this is all I wanted to tell about the cloudy AI. Okay, guys, we will going to cover about a new company, that is Alibaba. So it's a very famous company in the China. Okay, if you might know or not, Alibaba. So they also have a AI model, Qwen, and their application is also Qwen, but they have a lots of model. Like you can just search for Qwen and just go to this Qwen. And the best thing is that it's very powerful and it's free. So you can always go ahead, sign up. Let's say you can just sign up with, let's say, Google maybe, or whatever you want. Uh, let's say confirm. Okay, access verification slide. Okay, awesome. So you can see we are inside the Qwen. Okay, so Qwen is a basically, so here you can see all the models they have. Qwen 2.5 max, Qwen 3 is recently launched. If you expand the model, they have a Qwen 2.5 plus and much more. So this is the something very great. It's totally free. Okay, it's totally free, and it has almost same power like ChatGPT and all. Okay, but of course all the AI model has their own benefits. Like Grok has more good image generations, Gemini has more video generation power, Cloudy has more coding capabilities. Okay, so you cannot say that any one particular model is good at all thing. Okay, so it's something not like that. But if you want to go with some free chatbot, so Qwen is something you can consider. When we talk about Qwen, so it looks absolutely same. Okay, you have the search, you have the here the button of a settings and all. So suppose if you write, hi Qwen, what are AI models you have, question mark, and see, this is how it works. So it's basically developed by Alibaba company. So you can see it will going to list all of the Qwen models it has. Like Qwen 3, the latest major currently when I'm recording, Qwen 3 is the latest one, and Qwen will automatically going to show their the top models at the top only, so you don't have to worry about anything, and it's all free to use. Okay, and you can always see in the sidebar this is created, and same thing, like you can pin it, you can rename it, you can duplicate it. Okay, so let's say you want to make some changes here, so you can just duplicate this one and it is duplicated. And here let's say you want to duplicate something without or you want to edit something or write something or play with this chat without disturbing the original one, so this is where you can use it. You can also archive it, so all your chats will go to the archive chats, and this is where you can see. So from here you can permanently delete it or you can unarchive it. So you can see it will shown to you over here. Unless if you want to rename it, you can rename it to whatever you want, like this, very simple. You can also do plenty of other things, like you can download the chat in the JSON, and also this is something very cool thing. So let's say you want to export it, and let's say you want to import in some other chatbots, okay, about your previous chat with Qwen. So this is something very powerful. You can also share this chat, you can also delete it. So you can see this will be deleted like this. So Qwen is something very powerful, and the best thing is that you can always add more models. So for example, let's say I also want to use Qwen 2.5 max. So what I can do, I can click on this option, add model. You can see this icon here at the top, tap on it, it will also give you the option to select another model. Let's say I select Qwen 2.5 max. Now you can see both will work together. Okay, let's say I can say, hey, what are top, um, I can say top 10 AI chatbots to use in, let's say, 2025 question mark. Click on enter, and now you will going to see that both of them will going to give you the response, and you can just compare their output, whichever you love and feel that okay, this is great, so that you can go ahead and utilize that. By the way, Qwen 3 is something in the very latest. Okay, but it's totally free. Okay, at least it is free, that much which I feel that basic and beginners and intermediate users can absolutely, it will be sort of a sufficient for you. Okay, to go with that, right? Okay. Mm. So you can see this is how, basically it works, and this is what it is. It will show like Chat GPT, okay, Cloudy, Gemini Pro 2. These are some top AI chatbots which you can consider. Always you can copy it, edit it, as we have told you earlier as well, right? So this is something how it works, and you can add as many as model you want. You can also remove it by clicking on this remove model, and it will be removed. So that is something very great. You can also consider to add any documents. You can upload images, videos, audio as well. If you want the model to think before it reply you or give you the response, so this is the some thing you can go with that. Okay, also you have a search functionality where the Qwen can search for the result and give you the response to get the very recent data. Also it has lots of AI tools like WebDAV. So if you want to create some sort of a web application, okay, so for example, let's say I say uh, uh, generate me AI, or let's say AI rewriter tool. Okay, and you will going to see it will completely going to create a web page for you, which is something I believe very powerful. Okay, so this is basically the Chinese company. Okay, of course they are giving you something for free, so in return they can get your data, but it's not something like that. See, it's a very useless thing. If even if you use GPT, so they also use your data to train their model. Okay, Grok, they openly say that do you want us to share the data, right? So all these AI models basically use your data anyhow, and I believe that once you access to internet, so that is where your data starts to get exposed. Okay, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so never ever worry about any such things. Okay, people will try to scare you. Big companies will say you that it's a Chinese AI chatbot, or the people from their countries can support their AI tools, and they may say that okay, the China's tool can take your data. So it's totally sort of a useless thing. Okay, sorry, but I believe that this tool is exactly very powerful. Okay, so it will just going to help you to write the complete code without any trouble, and the best thing is that you can just deploy their tool, okay, on their subdomain. So I will going to show you that. So this is something I believe very amazing. Okay, so you can see it will just completely going to create a web page, and it looks very amazing. Okay, so this is the some amazing functionality we do have. Okay, So let's wait. And the same functionality you have in the group AI as well. Okay. Okay, awesome. So that's the thing. Okay, but let's go to the Qwen, and you can see that after creating that, it has shown you that this is how your AI rewriter tool will work. And let's say if you paste some text, let's see if we have some dummy text. Okay, let's say you want to rewrite this story, copy this, go here to Qwen. It's a totally functional. Okay, it's not like that. You can just select the tone, let's say casual, rewrite this, and you will see the it will going to rewrite the article for you. So this is, I believe, something amazing. Okay, and after this you can basically deploy this tool in their subdomain as well. So you can see you can just deploy in their own server, let's say in public, deploy it, and you will going to get chat, and anyone can use this particular chat. So suppose you open a new window, and anyone can go ahead and boom, they can use this tool. Okay, so that's something, very great, and people can paste their code, and they can just do plenty of things, okay, without any problem. So I believe this is something very good, okay, for you to utilize it. It is all very functional, so you can even sign up, okay, log in, and people can use your tool. Okay, so I believe this is how amazing it is. You can just deploy it and you can use it. Okay, and it will work. Okay, so it's not like that it will only going to give you the tool, but it's a functional AI tool. Okay, you can always see it. That's how basically it works. You can see it here, and let's say you want to edit something, you can. If you want to regenerate the response, you can. If you want to edit some of the code, you can, right? So this is something very cool, and that's what I love about Qwen. You can also do deep research, so you all know how it works. Okay, so sort of we shown you that with ChatGPT. Okay, artifacts, so it's like the cloudy artifacts, if you remember here. Okay, so you can just generate as many as artifacts you want to generate. For example, let's say you want to generate let's say TikTok game. So take I don't know what was the name of that. Wait, uh, it was, I guess, Tic Tac Toe game. Okay, so same we can say Tic Tac Toe game. Can you generate? And you will going to see it will just going to generate that game for you. So what I believe is that it's something very powerful, and you can utilize these AI tools. Okay, very tool, very amazing, right? And see, and I believe that even if you want to go with the free plan, so I guess all of them are providing you their decent models. So as a beginner and intermediate, you can try to use all these AI models, and uh, you can always use it. Okay, and you have a Qwen, and you will see very soon we will going to talk about DeepSeek. And DeepSeek you can install directly inside your own computer. Okay, so, locally, so you don't even require the internet. I will show you that method as well, but you can see this is how it works, and you can again deploy it. Okay, so you can see people can use it like this, player win. So this is something, very great. And if you actually want it to say like uh, one player will be AI robot, and one will be user. Okay, so again, if you send it, okay, so now Qwen will again going to generate that code for you, and this time one player will be AI robot, and another one will be the real user, I suppose. So and that's something very great we have over here. Okay. Okay. mm, awesome. Okay, so this is what it is. So let's wait for the Quen to generate the response for you. Okay, let's wait. Mm-mm. So you can see it will write the complete code for you, and I believe this type of a big code, in my experience, I'm using ChatGPT for I guess 2 years, but this type of AI code, it is not able to even generate. Okay, the ChatGPT's highest model can generate that. Okay, but Quen is generating that for you free. Okay, so you can see that's how it works, right? Okay, so AI beans, you can see. So I can put it over here. Let's say over here. Okay, and you can see AI beans. So that's how it sort of works. Okay, so okay, that's how it works. Now there are plenty of things like image generation. So let's see how the image generation works. Okay, so I can say, can you generate a realistic realistic human zombie? Okay, um, looks very scary. Okay, so let's see how their AI model works. Still, I suppose it's fast but slow than Grook. Okay, but I believe it is somehow little bit fast as compared to ChatGPT, or both are same, but as compared to Grook, it's little bit you know low. But let's see how the image generation happens. Okay, so you can see, even I told it to generate the realistic human zombie, so still it has generated somehow like you know it looks like an AI. Okay, but that's how you can just try and play along with that, and you can even set that how you want this image generations to be. Okay, so that is what something we do have over here. Okay, and after this, okay, uh, we can go ahead and let's create maybe new chat, and you can use some other tools like image generation, but I believe the image generation doesn't work that way. It's free, but let's try it if it works or not. Last time I tried, so it was facing some problem. Okay, so let's say um, a dolphin is playing with swimmer in ocean. Enter. So let's see whether their video generation works or not. So I believe this type of AI video generation doesn't allow by other AI models, so they basically charge that, but Quen is providing it for free. And Quen also gives you the opportunity to install their Quen AI models locally on your computer and your system, so you can anytime use it. Okay, so that's something very cool. So I will show you with the example of DeepSeek. Okay, when we will going to cover about it, but this is how it works. Okay, so you can see it's 14%. It will take little bit amount of time. Meanwhile, what we can do is that let's go ahead to Quen. Let's try some other stuffs. Okay, like you can analyze, you can generate the code, summarize, analyze the image. Okay, help me to write, and so on. So even if you are providing some type of uh, analytics file, Excel file, so it can basically do each and everything. Okay, so that's something it is. Okay, and it can analyze the file. So for example, let's say if I create a dummy file, okay, just for the teaching purpose, until unless it generates the video for us. So let's say here I can say sales, or let's say product, and here I can say sales. So let's say here I have a product A, B, C, D, E, F, and let's say I put some numbers, dummy numbers here. Now this is the file we have, right? Now what you can do is that, let's say if I export this file in any file, whether let's say PDF and all, let's go with PDF. Let's say you can go with any file you want. Cross it, delete it. Now even you can go upload any document file, whatever you want. So let's say I upload this PDF here, and I can say, hey, can you analyze the data in the file I uploaded? And same you can do with other AI chatbots, okay, like Group, Cloudy, ChatGPT, and so on. Okay, so sales insight, you can see it's giving you the key observations. Now it has automatically analyzed the file. Okay, like product E with 65 units, okay, that is the highest sale. Lowest product is of C and F, both wins 25 units. So even you can ask it some sort of analyze data, and which is something very cool, I believe. Okay, so that is all about the Qwen. It can help you to make plan. It can even help you to give the news. Tell me the latest, let's say, tell me the today's weather. Okay, updates. So it will just going to give you the uh, today's weather. Okay, so that's how cool it is. So that's how you can use. And when we just talk about uh, it, okay, let's say if you just go to the settings, so here you have the search functionality. Like here you can search for anything. If you want the light theme, dark theme, you can set that. Language you can set. Notification, if you want to allow, you can. Okay, like this notification. Okay, interface, let's say chat bubble UI. So if you want the chat bubble UI, you can enable that, otherwise you can remove it. Okay, wide screen mode, you can just turn it on. So let's say if you go to Qwen, so you can see wide screen mode is always turned on, but you off it up, so this will not be like that. Okay, it will be something like this. Okay, so chat title auto generation, chat text. Okay, so these are some basic things, okay, which you guys can select. Model, you can see here the complete details about models. Now it has given you the tokens and all, how much you can use. Okay, on the basis of, I believe, per day. Chats account, like you can delete and all, and this is the about a section for that. So let's see, also our video is done, but this is all we have is for the settings. Rest everything is as like the previous one, and you can also use the voice and video chat to chat with it, but make sure that you should have that microphone connected with your phone. Hi Qwen. Hi Qwen.
I'm not sure what you're asking about when. Could you please provide more context or clarify your question? I'd be happy to help if you can give me some more details.
Okay, so I just want to say that, can you give me 3 tips about SEO?
Sure. First, make sure you have a clear understanding of what you want to achieve with SEO. Like what keywords are relevant.
Okay, so you can see that it is giving you that particular voice. And also this is something I believe Qwen is something which is sort of a very underrated AI tool as compared to other. It's free, and Alibaba China is giving free because you all know that China's main purpose and Chinese main companies to capture as many as market shares, okay, around the world. And this is the reason they are very popular, okay, around the world, their brands. But let's go ahead, and you can see it has uh, created a decent amount of video generations. So that's how their tool works, sort of a sufficient, but what you can expect it from the free, okay, they are providing it for free. But this is how it goes. So this is all I wanted to tell about the Qwen AI.